And most importantly, my lord, I pick up one sentence from the expert's book. Read that which is convenient, ignore what that is not convenient. This is yet another fairness of the Public Service Commission. I will demonstrate this particular thing from the questions which they have answered to say this will have to go. Most and another important aspect is, my lord, why do you give statistics? 0.0001% has asked. Yes, 1% said Rama killed Ravana is the correct answer. You may have given doled out mark to me, but your answer is wrong. This is not meritorious. I am ready to forego my mark. How does it bother the Public Service Commission? Continuously, if you're, fortunately, and as this is called a divine justice, my learned friend never touched upon the merits of question number 41. He simply said, we doled out marks to 3 petitioners. Take it out from me. You take those 3 marks away. So the fact that you agree 41 is not a subject which you have raised, you did not touch on the merits of it. You only said 41 was written by Mr. Damodar Reddy, Ellaya, Pullaya, Mallaya. They all got 1 mark. Now how can they raise an objection? Two-pronged reply is what I would like to give for it. Number 1 is, who raised an objection is not the criteria to decide whether this is the right answer or wrong answer. This is not a demand and denial. This is a question where Telangana, which is the capital city of Telangana, if Hyderabad is not an option, in spite of the fact that you are a Group 1 officer or a probable Group 1 officer who may eventually become the Secretary of the Public Service Commission, it doesn't become Rangareddy district. So you have doled out marks. That itself indicates that you do not know how to pick up merit. So if you have given mark and you take it as a credit, God save our country. So 41, my lord, they have not answered anything on that. My learned friend was springing into action. Perhaps he will give a reply to reply which is unheard of, but let us leave it for the time being. Yesterday when the argument was advanced, 41 whether it is right or not was not even debated. They went with 66. So if one question is wrong, that would definitely make or mar the entire thing. Your lordships are aware of a scheduled tribe woman who was the last of the person in the preliminary examination. She topped the civil services examination. So at the threshold, you throw us out and say you are anyhow not within this bracket. You are forcing a probable number 1 out of the reckoning. What business have you got to do it? Is a question which I pose to myself. Then the second question is, my lord, 66. 66 question, they read certain material and they would say further thing. We have exactly copied what has been given in the sentence. Your own source says in 2 languages, which of this is right, your experts do not know. And because I have copied that, that's the only answer if your understanding is that. With greatest respect to the knowledge of the subject expert, it doesn't deserve to be called a subject expert at all. Your own material would say that it is called a road bridge, and kindly see the very document which they have paraded before your lordship on this subject. It goes on further to say something, but I pick up and underline. Previously, my lord, we used to seek pardon from the court for underlining it, saying that it was only for our reference. But nowadays, that seems to be the thing. Your lordships and anybody should read only that and nothing else. That seems to be the tendency nowadays. Because we have advanced in our aspects so much that we have got a myopic view of everything. The material which they have filed, my lord, if your lordship sees in the counter affidavit, the document which my learned friend was reading was, and commenting upon people. They are not supposed to read only one Telugu Academy book. Who knows what they have read? At any rate, does the Public Service Commission know what they have read? Why are you making comments just like that? They ought to have a broader outlook. They must not read only Telugu. Did anyone tell the Public Service Commission that I read only Telugu Academy? Supposing he has read only Telugu Academy, do I forfeit my right to say that Hyderabad is the capital of Telangana? Well, there is no need for us to boil our blood. But the fact is, just like driving in the old city, my lord. If your lordship have little experience in driving in old city, that man will come and knock us and he will start his Hyderabad dictionary. So we will have to say sorry. This seems to be the attitude of the Public Service Commission.
Ulta chor kotwal kuda.
Exactly. That's it. Now kindly see page number 66 filed, page number 46 filed along with counter affidavit in respect of 66. Yes. Perhaps your lordship must have got the papers and question numbers much faster than us. I am grateful to your lordship. Yes. The sentence which was read was only the first one. Yes. Is an under construction 21.8 road bridge connecting Indian city, Mumbai and Navi Mumbai. They read this sentence only to say road bridge connecting Indian city, Navi Mumbai. If a person reads broadly, as was expected by the government leader and the Public Service Commission, should we stop at that or should we read the next sentence? If we read so broadly, it further says this. It's a satellite city. When it completed, it would be a longest sea bridge in India. So your broad reading will have to be shut at, because this question we are saying, you will have to have only a needle point vision because this suits your convenience. But if this is wrong, you would say you will have to read everything. What is this? You can't read one sentence and come and argue. This, in my humble submission, is exactly what I said to your lordships. So if you read the entire thing as broadly as possible, this is susceptible to two answers. And I also said while during the main argument, my lord, I construct a bridge today. It will not become a railway track tomorrow. And when the material source which you have produced itself uses both sea bridge and road bridge, and you only say you will have to take a wrong conspectus of everything, you can't ask 1 + 1 = 2, and that the answer, if it is not there, you can't complain. When that is your understanding on the entire issue, why not the sea bridge can be read? This is a person who come before this honorable court and say, I read through the entire thing, Public Service Commission is reading only one line, ask him to expand his vision. He has been benevolent in becoming a Sukha and Parasara for the rest of the world. Let him follow it from the home. This is what the petitioners are saying. How is it wrong? Questioning to myself. It's absolutely not wrong. So therefore, the 66 question, my lord, quote unquote their own quotations, their reading is myopic and absolutely saying I will not see. Just like a horse has that, covers in the end, and it will only go one row. Jatka Gurran laga on the pitch. It doesn't seem to be a so-called broad vision which they are supposed to have. Therefore, 66 will have to willy-nilly go. Then, my lord, kindly see Parabrahma Shastri, that is 79. Yes. This is where I was trying to say. I read selectively one sentence and say this is the end of the matter. Yes. This reading one sentence is restricted only to Public Service Commission because they have already become bureaucrats. But a person who wants to be bureaucrat, he will have to read everything, but not say what you have said is wrong. Strange and funny, both at the same time. My lord, yesterday, my learned friend sent Telugu Academy one paper. She said, we have filed one. He has filed something different. And that something different is only one thing which we have given. Whereas the other one material which we have is now the Bible and the last word on the subject. To substantiate this wonderful argument, my learned friend circulated to your lordship for the second time this Kakatiyas of Warangal by B. Parabrahma Shastri. Yes. Though it's filed in the counter, they said twice if I give, that would be more emphasis. Yes. Therefore, they have given that. Kindly see that 281 for one moment, my lord. Yes. If your lordship got that paper, my lord, 281. This is what we'll have to read. As far as Andhra is concerned, the sectarian conflicts between Veerashaivas and followers of other faiths did not develop into religious conflicts as in Karnataka during the period. So, the conflict is between Veerashaivas and the followers of other faiths. Veerashaiva, if at all these historians who are the experts in this subject would know, Shaiva and Veerashaiva itself is two different sects in this Shaivism. In Karnataka, you have got what is called Lingayats. They are a breed in Shaivites itself who adore Linga on their body, and they are never cremated as a Hindu, though they are Hindus. Because their belief is, since Linga is on our body, they will only be, buried, not burned. This is Veerashaivism. So in Karnataka, there was such a Shaivism between so and so, Veerashaivas and Shaivas, and in other sectors, sectarian conflict. It was all due to the tolerance attitude of Kakatiya that the society at large could rather assimilate and vehemently oppose the doctrines of other sects. This was paraded to your lordships to say that there was no library. But this was abandoned. If I may use the expression with utmost respect, Telugu history and culture. Your Lordship may kindly see this document. This was furnished by my learned friend was arguing.
Yes.
Kindly see this document.
Yes.
This is where I was saying this underlining business has been used for ensuring that the court doesn't expand its vision peculiarly. My lord, kindly go to the last portion,
Yes.
which they have underlined again. First paragraph, my lord. Unnumbered paragraph 2, which starts with during the Ganapati Deva. During the time of Ganapati Deva. This is internal page 204 of that paper, my lord.
Yes.
This separate one which has been given.
1 minute.
Yes, ma'am.
204.
Yes, ma'am. At the bottom